Hello, my friends. It's been a while. I know. I have been just everywhere and nowhere all at once, you know? But we're just gonna get right into the craziest confessions that I have ever read, to be honest with you. Yeah, let's just start it, huh? You guys just want to see those confessions. So I want to see some of your confessions in the comments, dude. But let's just get to it. Let's go. Confession. I've been a phone sex operator for 8 years. Drop in the comments what you think that even means. You just sit there and you're like,
hey baby, thank you so much for calling in. I'm rubbing my clit right now with my fucking shotgun. I'm rubbing my pussy with my pistol right now. I'm fucking getting into it right now.
like, is that what they do? I guess we're gonna find out. The edit's at the top, so we're gonna ignore that for now. As long as there's horny men, none of the sex industry is going anywhere anytime soon. You have glory holes that men go to every day so they can. What the fuck? Oh hell no! I'll let you guys sit with that. I'm not reading that. That's gross. I ain't reading that shit. For the past 8 years, I've been a phone sex operator. It's been my full-time income. I've had other jobs here and there, but I always end up going back because it pays better than most of the jobs I've worked. One thing nobody knows is that I've played just about every race of woman. Most of the customers think I'm a white woman and they've never questioned it. Most guys are into some fucked up shit. I can imagine, bro. I'm gonna say that I don't agree with OnlyFans. Like the pandering to sexual shit, it's a lot of simps men. Like the problem is men, to be honest with you, because they buy that shit. And it breeds this negativity towards relationships and sex in general. But that's fine. If you're calling, bro, you just say, I'll fucking do that shit. How do I sign up? Where I can just sit there and be like, hey babe. I'm not going to do it again. Sorry, I gave you guys too much. You have to like the video for that, okay? Because you're not giving me money, so you got to like the video. All right. But I could totally be like, hola, papi. Chupopito. Or whatever, you know? I'd make so much money, bro. I'd do it. Yeah. I've convinced a lot of customers to send me money through Cash App, buy me gift cards and send me other things. Some of them believed they were eventually going to meet me in person, or that sending me money would lead to something more. That didn't even cross my mind. It was just making money for the sex calls. You can just make more. You can just become a salesman, sex worker, phone caller. Somebody sign me up. That was never going to happen. Back in the summer of 2022, one guy spent a little over 10 grand on me in a single week. I used that money to pay off some debt and get my apartment. Another customer bought me so many Amazon gift cards that I was able to furnish my entire apartment with them. At the end of the day, it's all fantasy. They're paying for a character, and I've been playing that character for the past 8 years. And then the edit. Yes, phone sex is still a thing. Maybe you don't see ads on the TV anymore. There was ads on it.
Only $3.99 per minute.
Hi, I know you're watching TV right now, but there's a new way, a completely different way to meet a girl just like me over the phone.
What reality am I in? Ads on TV anymore, but yes, of course, it's still a thing, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. We have websites for women selling feet pictures, camming sites, and panty selling sites. Of course, phone sex is still out there. You just have to Google it. I'm not doing that. Appreciate the advice, but that's not happening. Yeah, it's the top Oh no, where can I apply so I can stay away from it? I don't want to sign up for that application. No, thank you. Oh hell no. Oh shit. Can I do this? I remember from my adolescent days, 1-800-FAT-LADY. I'm not giving you guys any more. If you guys are going to call the fat lady one, let me know how it goes. Don't spend your money, please. They charge by the minute. All right, please don't call that number. Sick gig, to be honest. Wish I had the confidence. Hell yeah. How do you not have confidence to talk sexually over the phone with sexually charged men? Like, you don't even have to use your real phone number. I hooked up with my best friend's mom, and I regretted it. I'm a 23 male. My best friend is also a 23 male. We've been friends since elementary school, so we're very close. Even early on, our families would invite one another over for parties, get together, etc. to this day. My birthday was last week, and I didn't really have any plans besides working in the morning and doing cake with some family, but that wasn't until late when everyone got home. I decided to hit up my best friend, I'll call him Ethan, when I'm off work, that we should hang out and figure out something to do. I finish up work, go home to freshen up, and I make my way over to his house. I get there and him, his 2 siblings, and mom was home, so when I opened the door to go in, they all yelled, "Happy birthday!" Before I go to say anything, Ethan told me they had a potential idea to do for my birthday. Me, Ethan, his brother, not his sister, she's underage to drink, and his mom all got into town and walked around hitting up bars, clubs, places to eat, and whatever else pops up. So he's not really making a lot of sense, but this is a lot to type out, so I'll give him the pass for now. But that his mom will pay for an Uber into town and back to the house, then one for me to go back home, then Ethan will pick me up tomorrow to get my car back. I thought that was a great plan, so I said yes. I don't want to make this crazy long, so I'll shorten this part up to get to the main part. There's like 4 paragraphs, buddy. What are you talking about? We go into town and we hit up a restaurant first, and we went to bar hopping essentially the rest of the night. Cool. We got there between 12:30 to 1 and didn't leave leave until 8 p.m. We were planning to stay longer, but we were tapped out at this point of the night. Safe to say we were all drunk, but somehow Ethan managed to get more drunk than all of us. I had to help him walk without stumbling off the sidewalks. We're all in the Uber ride and get back to their house. We all go inside and everyone does their own thing. Ethan and his brother went into their room, their mom went into her room, and I just sat on the couch hanging out with the dog. I wasn't too long after, maybe a half an hour, and Ethan's mom comes out of her room. She walks toward the kitchen, but she glances at me and then does a gasp and says, "I'm so sorry, I completely forgot to send you an Uber." Wow, that's crazy. That she will order one, but I told her it's fine, that I'll send an Uber in a little bit for myself when I feel a little more sober. I felt fine. It was one of those everyone spins if I get up or also close, but fair enough. That's the worst. I think I'd rather be blackout, to be honest with you. She asked if I was feeling all right and if I needed anything, but I told her that I was fine and I'll just sit here longer until I'm ready. She walked around the couch and sat down next to me, proceeding to rub shoulder. "If you need anything, I'm here," she says. I thank her, and after another 20 or so seconds, she stops rubbing my shoulder. We talk about the night a bit, and then she leans her head onto my shoulder and says that she's tired. While she's leaning onto my shoulder, I told her she should get some sleep then, that it's been a long night of drinking, but she insisted to stay until I left, that she didn't want me alone for my birthday. That's nice if we didn't know it was coming. I'm slouched on the couch while she leans on me, and I'm scrolling through TikTok now while we have small talk. She then asked me something I didn't expect. "Do you like me leaning onto you?" I honestly didn't know what to say and just didn't respond, and she said presses her head up closer to me and asks me it again. We really have to work on our typing. Even if you just put this whole idea into ChatGPT or Gemini, it would be more coherent. "It's nice not being alone on my birthday," I said, because I didn't know what the fork to say. My mind was for real racing through thoughts of what's going on. She slowly lifts her head up, and I see in the corner of my eye she's looking at me, and I look at her. "Happy birthday," and leans in for a kiss on my lips. A peck, but a kiss. I just look at her in disbelief. She just looks at me, and then after a bit of staring consent, yeah, that's what that says. She just looks at me, and then after a bit of staring consent, I lean in to kiss her. Without going into crazy detail for the rest of the store, we didn't necessarily have sex, but the furthest we got was her giving me head and finishing on her face. I'll let you sit with that, just like I had to. Once it was over, I ordered an Uber home. I just texted my dad to hold off cake for tonight because getting home, so I went instantly into my room. Bro, please, grammar, holy shit. During the moment, it felt amazing, and it was such a surreal experience, but looking back at it, I really do regret it. It's my best friend's mom that I essentially grew up with since elementary school. It's not like she's ugly or anything. The exact opposite. It's just I feel like I sabotaged our friendship on my birthday. I can't even bring this up too. I don't even know where to start. "Hey Ethan, I'm sorry, but I just wanted to let you know that after my birthday, I busted on your mom and left immediately after to go home, and I haven't brought it up with her or anyone since. God, I don't know if this is a rant, need advice or what." That's a heavy load to sit with. Bro, I don't actually know how to answer this. I feel like I would not be able to sit with that. Like that whole experience, there's no fucking way that I could just sit there and be like, look him in the eyes. I would either have to just find a way to cut him off and be like, "Yeah, me and you aren't friends anymore, buddy." Or like, you're just gonna have to fucking tell him. You have to, I think. Let's see what the comments say. We'll look at the top 3. The top comment says, "Take it to the grave." To the motherfucking grave, bro. Somebody said this is a long ad for Uber. That's kind of how it felt too. But that's insane. The whole thing. If this is real and you want to keep the friendship, you need to go to your grave with a secret. Never tell anyone except all of us on Reddit. Yeah. With how many fucking upvotes does it have? 4.2 thousand? 1.2 thousand comments? Yeah, you're fucking cooked, buddy. I feel like you could piece this together as a friend. Like, I feel like you'd know, be like, damn, I kind of had, like, we went fucking to the store. We went to the restaurant. We bar hopping. My sister's underage, so she can't drink. Am I Ethan? I write bad company reviews pretending to be someone else. Okay. Whenever a coworker gets on my bad, I agree. We can end the story right here. I agree. When a coworker gets on my bad side, I would sometimes write a bad review of the company I'm working at and tailor it as if my coworker wrote. Oh shit, that's not where I thought that was going. I thought we were writing bad reviews of our coworker. That's crazy. That's even worse. I keep an arsenal of all the issues they are openly dealing with. I get excited when people overshare because that way I can use that information against them whenever they cross me. I've only ever done this 2 times. Can't say I'm proud of it. I'm not sure if anything ever came out of it because I never stay that long at jobs. Okay, you not staying long at jobs tells us a lot about your character and dedication, but it's fine. That's fucking crazy. I'm not using my full potential to damage people, and I need to start doing that. Somebody said this is exactly why I don't tell coworker shit. I get that. The fact you get excited when people overshare with you so you can use it against them is some weird stuff. You might want to talk with a professional about. Yeah, somebody shares something with you and you're like, that's good ammo. Instead of being like, damn, I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's insane, bro. Took advantage of lazy, clueless cashier in order to pay rent.
Jinkies.
Zoinks! Zoinks!
This happened shortly after COVID. I was still laid off, and with my wife's income, we were really struggling. For a couple months, we struggled to pay rent. We either had to pay it late or pay most and then pay rest next paycheck. I could tell by our conversations with the landlord that he was getting upset. Understandably so. He was more than fair with us, way past patient. This particular payment was late, and I promised him that I would have the full amount on X date. This was after I said I was going to pay it late, then had to delay again, so I absolutely did not want to have to give another excuse. But for whatever reason, I didn't have the money I was supposed to have, and the next day was when he was expecting his payment. We also were paying him by money order because 2 checks we had sent bounced. We would get our money orders from a nearby Turkey Hill. I don't know what that is. Now, the last time I got our money orders, I noticed that when I paid, this young girl cashier took the money I handed her, said, "How much is this?" and then put all of it in the drawer. That's crazy, dude, actually. But she needs to use her fucking brain, but like, I know where this is going. She didn't count it, nor did she drop it in the safe, which counts it. I was kind of amazed. First, they aren't supposed to keep above $200 in the drawer, and for $520 bills, I would think they would count it just to be sure no mistakes get made. Yeah, 100%. I tell my wife when I get back to the car, because that was just crazy. Now back to the day before rent due, we are close to $400 short. We're stressing, no way we could afford eviction. I already tapped family and friends for all the help they can spare. Remembering the cashier at Turkey Hill, my wife goes there to get money orders to pay rent. Sure enough, that same girl is working the cash register. My wife has the money in 3 piles because 500 is the max you can put on one money order. Each stack of bills is between 150 and 200 short of the 500. Since it's all in $20 bills or smaller, it's not really noticeable, especially if not counted. Cashiers didn't count any of it. We got our 3 money orders, rent, and late fee fully paid, and we still had $200 cash to get us next pay. Since she didn't count it and she didn't drop it, I figured once it's in the drawer, there's no way to tell really where the shortage happened when the drawer is totaled up at the end of it. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Now, we would not have done that had we not been in a desperate spot like we were. We could have as soon as I caught her bad register practice, but we really didn't think about it until we were desperate. And we did not do it again, though the cashier was not let go. Otherwise, I don't really feel all that bad about it. He was definitely wrong. I'm not trying to justify it at all. We definitely took advantage of that cashier in that Turkey Hill, but hopefully she will become a better cashier after this. It didn't seem to make her lose her job. She was still there weeks later. In a similar such desperate situation, I would probably do it again. Though neither of us would do it simply for the money, I guess beyond the $200 we had beside the rent, lol. I was glad I picked up on her bad practices and made the mental note for future use. How do I feel about this? She didn't get fired, right? That's the thing that would like really be bad. But still, you risked her job for sure. So I think that's fucked up. She didn't get fired, so that's good. And honestly, if Turkey Hill is a big company, fuck them. Everybody overcharges us for everything, dude. Like, the capitalism is crazy. Fuck them. Fuck them. The top comment, I don't steal, however, for this case, and as a former cashier, whoever trained her, it's on them. Yeah. Also, corporations can spare money. That's what I was saying. The only issue I have is if they ended up firing her because it was extremely short and she didn't seem bright enough to defend herself and say that the trainer didn't show her to count it. And yeah, that's what I said too. I mean, we're all on the same page, I think, here. Sometimes you have to do things people don't understand because you know your situation better than anyone. This one's fucking crazy. This one's short and sweet, but it might be kind of wild. I couldn't stop staring at my patient's pants at work. Oh, hell no. This got worse. I'm a male dental hygienist. Today I had a patient who had on gray sweatpants. Immediately after laying him down, I just see the outline of a big cock. Even though I'm mainly into women, I would mind having... I'm not reading that. Gross. You're a nasty son of a bitch. You know that? You're a fucking dirty son of a bitch. Sometimes I look up their name on social media and stare at their pictures. It's not legal, I'm sure, but I get aroused. You're fucking sick. Somebody said, now I know why my teeth don't feel clean after cleaning. My teeth are up here, bro. So when you tell someone you have a pretty big cavity that needs filling, you're not messing around. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Mainly into women, your comment history says otherwise. I don't know what his comment history is, but somebody said his name. Yeah, Anon Twink. I'm not going to read his comments, though. But apparently, he ain't really into women that much. I claim my package never showed up just to get a second one for free. Again, giant corporate companies, Amazon, fuck them. Get your money, baby girl. I ordered a pair of wireless earbuds online and they arrived right on time. A couple days later, I saw people online talking about how easy it was to report a package as missing. I thought, what the hell? Let's see if it actually works. Customer support apologized, didn't argue with me at all, and shipped another pair for free. I couldn't believe that bullshit actually worked. You probably can't do this very often. I got 2 stories that tie into this, very caveats, but it's fine. When the second package showed up, I sold it to a guy from work for some extra cash. For a while, I felt pretty damn clever. Then months later, I had a real delivery disappear, and customer support kept asking me all kinds of questions questions before they would help. I have no idea if my old claim had anything to do with it, but I remember thinking, yeah, I probably deserve this. It wasn't some huge scam that made me rich. I just took advantage of people who trusted customers, to be honest. That's the part that still bothers me. Nobody forced me to lie. I did it because I wanted free shit, and that's a pretty asshole reason, if I'm being honest. It is, but say it with me, fuck them. Unless it was like a small company, then fuck you, you know? But something that I have to share is I ordered an Xbox toaster on Amazon, okay? This toaster, okay? It was like $45. It puts the Xbox logo on your toast. I get home from the gym, and there's a lady across from my apartment. This was when I was living in an apartment. She was across from my door. She was just like this hippie lady, you know? She looked like she was one with the Lorax type shit. And she was like, honey, I think I have your package. It got delivered by my door. And I was like, oh shit, my toaster, fuck yeah. And she's like, it's so heavy. And I was like, how can my toaster be heavy? Like, I know you're a frail old lady that likes trees and probably hasn't eaten meat a day in her life, no protein. But I told her, I was like, maybe it's a toaster. She's like, yeah, it could be. I wish I could show you. But what I got instead of a toaster was a fridge, an Xbox fridge that went up to here. I still have it to this day. It's an Xbox mini fridge, and it has like 3 fucking shelves. It has a little tiny freezer in it and shit. I looked it up, and that Xbox fridge is $700. And I checked my bank account. I only spent $45, and I looked at the Amazon, and it said I ordered the toaster, and I got a $700 fridge. Also, I still don't have the Xbox toaster, but I do have the fridge, so there's that. Also, DoorDash, bro, they don't really ask questions. You order food, but you need to, I'm not going to condone this because I think the driver's getting a lot of trouble, but DoorDash is really good with, like, if your order's fucked up, they will reimburse you for your food. You just have to make sure you mark the bag as closed. That way the driver doesn't get in trouble because, dude, these restaurants are fucking terrible at putting together an order. McDonald's, if you order chicken nuggets, you're never going to get your chicken nuggets. Never. And if you do, it's never going to be the right amount. Taco Bell, you'll never get your fries. You'll never get your sauces. It's ridiculous. But I've decided to not do DoorDash anymore. I'm a changed man. A man of not DoorDash. Me and my brother's best friend have been doing stuff behind my brother's back. Lately, I've been making very bad decisions behind a few people's backs. My brother has this best friend. I've not always been close with him, but known him since I was 4. We started to get close late 2024. I've always found him super attractive, but that was it. We kissed 2 months ago for the first time, and it keeps happening, and more sexual stuff has happened since, and if my brother found out, he would stop being friends with him and not look at me the same. I've never been this close with a friend before. It's a different type of close than I had with my ex. It drives me insane when I think about him, and he never leaves my mind, and I'm not sure what to do about all of this. He is the hottest person I've ever met, and one of the funniest. He gets me like no one else. I feel so stuck. I mean, better to ask forgiveness than permission, but also, like, the longer you wait, the worse it's gonna get. Because he will, like, if it's something that's super serious to you, and you want to be with this guy, it's gonna have to come out eventually, and it's better to say, hey, we've been doing stuff for, you know, a month, and I really like him, then we've been going behind your back for a year, and he has been just all up in my guts. You know, like, that's a huge fucking difference. Somebody said he should tell your brother he has feelings for you and wants to date you. If he can't do it in the open, it doesn't seem right. Oh, he should tell. Yeah, he should probably tell your brother. I think you guys should probably do it together, but whatever. Somebody said it's the excitement of doing something you think is taboo. It's fun and it's fun to get away with things, but the consequences can be fatal. If your new relationship is real for you both, you might want to come, to your brother and be honest. Good luck. Yeah, like I said, I think it's important to just be honest. The sooner the better, too. That way you can get ahead of things, and there's not as much information starting to pile up on this man, so he doesn't get as mad, you know? And maybe he'll be understanding. You never know. You just have to ask. Thank you for watching, guys. That was r/confessions. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Comment your craziest confession or what you thought of all these confessions, because I like debating you guys in the comments or agreeing with you, you know? Just having a conversation about this stuff is the reason I do it. It's fun. Yeah, if you guys want to see another confessions video, just let me know, and we're gonna go to creepy PMs and do all kinds of r/nice girls, nice guys. Like, we're gonna go through it all and just keep the drama piling up. You guys have a lovely rest of your day. Peace.